Hello, my darling.
Thank you for having me.
This is yours, not mine. This is ours.
You telling yourself that?
Yes. Well, what we're calling it? Tea and...
You're saying tea and Timtams, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, me and Eloise, my little bestie.
Our bestie.
Our bestie now. We had a little bit of a chat about what to call the pod. Not that it's necessarily going to be anything, because this is just a bit cathartic. It's fun to do. If there's no bloody pressure with it, it's just a bit of a laugh, and this might be something nice for us to listen back to,
Yeah.
along the years.
And so what was she saying?
And we were trying to find something that meant like it's an Aussie English thing. So there's a book out, which one of my followers, lovely, like I've had so many lovely followers, but this follower has got a book called Wellies and Gumboots. And it's about the different words that kids can read. So if their parents are from the UK and they live in Australia or vice versa, the kids can understand some of the words that they use. Mm-hmm. So like obviously you guys say yoga and we say yogurt. But I wanted to find something, and Eloise was like, yeah, tea and Timtams. And I was like, bloody get in. Or maybe we should have called it penguins and Timtams, because penguins are basically like a version of Timtams. Do you know what they are?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know what a penguin is.
A penguin's like a biscuit.
You're throwing in an animal now. I'm like, what's penguins got to do with anything from bloody UK?
No, basically penguins are a version of Timtams, but Timtams are so much better. And now the UK have Timtams.
Oh.
Now.
Okay.
In Tesco's.
But we're happy with tea and Timtams anyway.
Well, we can just keep that
Whatever.
for now. Yeah, whatever.
It's not important. It's like the logo for a business. They think it's important for a business, but really it's not. You just start it in Word and then just get going. You know what I mean?
I was obsessed over my Serene Berthin logo for ages, and I was like, it really doesn't matter. And actually, people want to see your face rather than a logo, especially if you're on social media.
It's an amateur entrepreneurial thing, isn't it?
Anyway, I've kept your secret for how long?
You've kept me in hiding, honey.
In hiding.
It's time to bring you out.
No, it's time for me to bring you out. I've been in amongst your friends for ages, though.
Yeah, I have.
I guess.
But you have been keeping me in hiding to all your group.
How's that felt?
But it's fine, yeah. I mean, there was some moments there I'm like, oh, does she love me?
Does she love me?
Is she embarrassed about me?
Really?
No, not really.
Yeah, but you did have some things.
I used to use that to stir you up, though.
Yeah, but I think, well, what do you say, my darling? There's a truth behind a lie.
That's right. Behind every bit of humour, there's a little bit of truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do think that it's really
true, isn't it?
It's ridiculous though that social media, you have to put a post out just to announce anything before it's actually real.
It's 2026. Has to be done that way.
It's
That's
wild.
how it rolls.
I just feel like when you've got, I'm not going on like I'm not a celebrity or anything like that, but when you've got followers on your Instagram, and whether that's 10,000, 50,000, whatever, there's just like a lot of pressure that comes along with that.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. But yeah, I can understand. Yeah, absolutely there would be.
And I just like...
people wanting to know and...
Yeah, I just wanted to keep you to myself for a bit, you know?
I know.
I liked it. But then my socials...
When you did your post, it was obviously when you were having some sads on the Singapore flight over to see Eloise. And you didn't tell me. You must have edited it all and cut it all up on the flight.
I did. Took me friggin' ages.
I know. And then I didn't know it was coming. And then you said some nice words. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Did it bring a tear to your eye? Did you have a wet socket?
Wet socket? Nah, it didn't give me... No, it was just nice. It was lovely. Mm-hmm. And lots of my mates have commented on it in person.
Yeah. Oh, have they?
Yeah, saying how lovely it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Who said that, Rippo?
Just a bunch of good blokes.
A bunch of blokes, all right. You've got loads of friends.
Loads.
Well, when did we meet, though?
We met...
Oh, this is not a test. It's not a test.
I can remember where we met.
You can?
We met at one of my cabins, didn't we? You were staying with Eloise.
Eloise.
I don't actually know. I was meant to go into our DMs to see who... It was obviously for work. It was your work and my work. We were, you were coming out to help us.
Yeah, for a little bit of context, because I've got followers on my Instagram, on my Follow in Sydney page, it then therefore means that I sometimes get some gifted stays, which is absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
And I had actually messaged you first, not you, but the Wilka page.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was you or your social media manager got back to me, and then I didn't really hear anything. Oh, they got back and said, sorry, we don't have any availability. They just didn't like me because you let bloody anyone in.
We don't let anyone in. That's not... No. We don't.
Oh, sorry,
we used to when we started, but now we're a bit more selective, right? Plus, We have great occupancy rates, which is a good problem to have. We just can't have people coming in and out. But yeah, I think that was the story. So you reached out to us, which was, and then it just sort of started from there.
No, darling, you're missing a big bit out.
Obviously, the part where you
Well, because it wasn't. I messaged you. Remember, I was in England, and you must have started seeing my videos or something because you on your personal Instagram found my following Sydney.
Yes,
and then you went onto your Wilco and messaged me saying, "Hey, when you're back in Melbourne, do you want to stay?"
Yeah, so that's the funny part. So yeah, I think my algo must have made you pop up, and then I'm like, oh, he's got a nice smile, big voluptuous white teeth.
Voluptuous
white teeth. And I'm like, oh, and then I think I went to Wilca to search and follow there. And then we were already engaged in chat. And that's when I saw the chat. And then that's when that's right. And that's when I saw when my SM manager hadn't got back or said we were busy. I'm like, no, we're not. And I think I just acted like I was managing the account. I guess I sort of am, and then we organised to stay from there. But that was all. That was all me, just organising it.
Yes. Did you see me on your socials and just go, "What an absolute peach"?
I just thought, what a belter. Then you came out and stayed, and you stayed with Eloise. And
you're not normally up there, though, are you?
I'm up there like once a week, aren't I?
Yeah. And I was staying with Eloise for 2 nights and
gifted 2-night stay in exchange for some content.
Yeah.
And then the second day I acted like I needed to do some jobs up there, but I didn't really need to do the jobs that day. Yeah.
Did you not?
I did not. I went up there to chop some firewood and stuff around with some plumbing and whatever. But I did. I dropped you off a nice bottle of champagne, didn't I? Which I'd never do that. I don't, as a first time, with influencers or VIPs, I never really do that. So, but the night before we actually genuinely did get a big uptick in bookings that night, which typically correlates to a positive outcome with an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only real way we can sort of track it. It's like, we're not really used to that amount of bookings when that person starts posting. But yeah, he started posting and then, I don't know, we just had a good night of booking. So that next day I was like, I'm going to go up to the cabins anyway and just see if I can bump into her and say, I'm like, great idea. Great idea, Clayton. Buy a bottle of champagne, bottle of Verve. Nice one.
You did well there. And a picture of the dog.
Didn't skimp out because I missed you. So you were out at a winery. You and Eloise went out exploring for the day, which is what we encourage our guests to do on 2-night stays. Go and see the beautiful things that the Heathcote wine region have to offer.
This podcast is not for you to plug.
They just crossed my mind to just start plugging.
We also have jumpers, hoodies on offer to sell.
Wow. I'm getting to that. That's on my run sheet at the bottom.
Sponsored by Wilco Eco Escapes.
Anyway, so I dropped it off, didn't I? And I was like, I'm just in the area, real lax. And I was like, just if you are, hey, it's Clayton. I'm texting you at this stage because I've got your details.
No, you didn't say, hey, it's Clayton. Remember, I texted you and said, are you a man or are you a woman? Who am I talking to? Because I had you.
This is my first, oh, God, she's mad. Was as soon as you had my mobile, it was you triple bombed me. Hey, just letting you know your fridge is frozen over.
Like your freezer.
The freezer. Yeah, don't worry. And then you better come here. Actually, don't worry. I'm defrosting it for you. Everything's out. Ha ha. I'm like,
yeah, so what happened
and I'm
was?
It's all good, chill. Enjoy your time, Sydney. By the way, I'm going to be in the I think the next day I text you, and then you said you were out, but I wanted to drop off the bottle of champagne and introduce myself and just say thank you is what I wanted to do. But you were out, so I took a photo of my dog Cooper next to the bottle and said, leaving this here for you.
And then you were like, do you want me to put it in the fridge for you? And I was like, that would be lovely.
Because it was quite a hot day.
It was boiling that day.
And it was starting to warm up already. The bottle was cold. Anyway, so popped it in our little fridges that we have in our cabins.
That had defrosted the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were. So I was like, are you a man? Are you a woman? And then Eloise was like a policeman or policewoman on the detective.
Just doing the bestie.
Yeah, she was like, Sydney, Clayton Hinckley's his name, right? I found him. This is what he does. This is Instagram. Look. And then we went through your photos and we were like, oh, he's in a relationship. And then I was like, no, it says sister. That says it's his sister. And then we were like, oh, he's quite good looking. He's quite nice.
He's nice. Keep going. What else was chatting about?
And you messaged and you were like a picture of the dog and the champagne. And I went, oh, Eloise, he's dropped a bottle of Verve. And she went, stop it. I was like, yeah. And then you text me saying, I've got to leave at 3:30. I've got to be back. I've got a
Busy
meeting.
man.
It was literally you going to the sauna at 4:30. That's what you'd got booked in, got priorities, looking after the health.
Yep.
Health is wealth, darling.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came back and I thought you must have gone because it was 4:30 and you were up at the other cabin doing something. And I text saying, do you fancy coming in to have a drink with us? You were like, yeah. Anyway, you text me saying on way. And I was like, oh shit, he's still here. So I'm like sorting the cabin out. And then you walked in and you like put your hand out to handshake me. And I went,
I remember this.
Give me a cuddle. I'm a cuddler.
You literally slapped my hand away and then went in for the cuddle.
Was it lovely?
It was really lovely, yeah. I felt like, a little bit starstruck, I was in front of Sydney Laura Graves.
Shut up,
Wasn't
you
I?
silly sausage.
And talk about silly sausage. Then Cooper's fucking around, tails wagging and knocking shit off the fucking table. And I'm like, can we sit outside? I'm feeling claustrophobic here. And Eloise, we obviously love her now. It was easy. But at the time, I'm like, pay attention to the best friend. Yeah, crack some gags, make her laugh. And I'm like, trying to crack some gags. And you're just sitting on the end of the bed. You're on the end of the bed with your legs crossed with your champagne glass. Like, assessing me.
Eyeing you up.
Yeah. After that, you were flying out to Bali for 10 days.
No.
Sorry, you were flying out to Bali for 2 months. So after
Yeah.
that, you had 10 days and you were going out to Bali.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, wasn't it? It was literally a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And I was just
Because
like...
I remember because we caught up 7 of the 10 days.
Yeah, well, you left, didn't
I don't
you?
know.
And then we were messaging on Instagram and then you said something like, I said, oh, I'm living with my friend Laura, who's got twins and a 3-year-old. It's bedlam in the house. And you were like, oh, don't worry, I've got a spare room. You can come and you can pay for a room here. And I went, you've not even asked me on a date and you're asking me to move into your house already. You were like, all right, then should we go on a date? I thought, bloody hell. And I said, yeah, but I don't want to get in a relationship because I'm going to Bali for 2 months. You were like,
Yeah, I did crack that gag. And then that's because I was a little bit, apprehensive to ask.
why? Why do you think that is? Because I believe
obviously
that men find it really... I feel like men nowadays...
I know I exude confidence, darling, but, when you're texting someone that you're really, whatever, excited about, you just get a bit like, well, fuck, fear of rejection kind of. Oh, is it fear of rejection? Just sort of creeps in a little bit or whatever. Mm-hmm. But anyway, you opened the doors and I asked. And we went on a date.
We did. Do you remember where?
We went to the pier.
We did. And then we did see each other lots, didn't we? Quite a lot before I went away and I don't really know, I, for first time ever, because I hadn't dated for such a long time, I was just like, I'm not really that into I don't really want to get a boyfriend. Like I'm going away to Bali for 2 months. So I think that maybe just took off the pressure a bit because I was just like, oh, we're having a nice time, but I'm not really overthinking anything. And I don't know for a man if that's better because then you don't feel like I'm a Klingon. I am now, but...
You're Velcro. You're a Velcro baby now.
So I thought just to lighten the mood a little bit, not that it's not light, but I thought that we could do like something funny because there's loads of slang words that you actually have no idea what I'm saying. And I feel like I changed my language around you and around Aussies, but I also changed how I speak so that you lot can understand me more. Yeah. Like when I'm with Tom and Eloise and when we were on a FaceTime call the other week, you could not understand.
But it was entertaining as, like, even though I didn't know what you were saying sometimes, it was still very entertaining.
So good. So I thought I could go through some slang words of things and you have to kind of guess what they are. Right, this is top tier Geordie. This is not...
Geordie, way I.
There you go. That's the first one.
Way I,
man. Yes, fist pump. What does that actually mean?
Way I means get in. No, it means like, let's go.
I actually don't know.
Oh.
Way I is just like, of course, let's go. Yeah, it kind of does mean that. What about a cuppa?
We're obviously having a cup of tea. English breakfast, obviously.
What? Yeah, absolutely.
English
Yorkshire
breakfast.
is the best.
Yorkshire
tea's my fave. What about Ina?
Nah. Haven't heard you say that.
Ina.
Yeah? Let's do it. Yes.
Ina.
Yes.
Ina.
No.
Shall I do it in a sentence?
Yep. Well, that's going to be the answer. Put it in a sentence.
When I was last out a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you know.
Yes. Get in, my son.
Because I've got one in here. You'll know when it comes to it.
Okay, then next one.
An Aussie one.
Dividend.
A dividend. You're paying dividends.
Shut up. You actually think dividend means that?
Oh,
right, shall I put it in a sentence?
I'm just saying the first thing that pops in my head, which is obviously probably the most,
Dividend. So you think dividend means dividend?
No, yeah, well, obviously I know it's not now because you're fucking giggling.
All right, let me put it in a sentence.
I
don't know what to wear.
I don't know.
Yay! That's it. I don't know what to wear. I don't know. Right, next one. Geet.
Cool. Something's cool.
I was geet happy.
Oh, I was dead happy.
Yeah, very, really.
I love it how
proper.
You lot from the UK say dead in front of everything. Oh, that was dead good.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh, I'm dead lucky to have you, Clayton, in my life.
Do I say that?
Often.
Daily. What about Ganyem?
What does that mean?
Right, okay, let me put it in a sentence. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm Ganyem, me.
Tired.
Yay! No, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm Ganyem.
You're out of bed.
I'm Ganyem. I'm going home.
Yeah,
I'm Ganyem.
Oh my God, I'm going to sound like such an idiot. I'm like,
Then you'll know this one. Mattle.
We're getting mattle.
Where do you know that from?
Geordie Shore season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Way I man.
Why I get in, my son.
Right. I've got 2 more. Well, I've got several more.
Fucking mortal.
Canny.
I'm going to say that phrase. Oh, yeah. Canny. It's meant to be an endearing term.
Yeah.
Canny. Remember you saying?
You're dead canny.
Yeah, dead canny. Yeah. Humorous.
Yeah, like, no. Dead canny means like lovely. He's lovely. Yeah, he's dead canny him. He's proper canny. Another one that I've actually written down and the spelling is Pia Belter, but it's P-U-A instead of P-U-R-E. Pia Belter.
Best saying. Pia Belter.
What does it mean?
Just fucking unreal. Just awesome.
Yeah, that was
something's
Pia
awesome.
Belter.
Yeah.
Get in. So there's loads of things that I really want to say and I just can't, or I'll say it and you just don't understand. And I'm a bit like, oh. You're pretty good, to be fair, because I think you've watched Geordie Shore and you're getting used to with me now. And you say things like get in all the time. Get in.
Yeah.
And you're saying spangled or mortal.
Oh, spangled's a new favourite one. I feel like it's spangled this Friday night.
I've never said spangled really, but we heard it on something.
I heard it on social media. Some bloke said it and we watched the video and I was like, that is hilarious. It's up there with mortal. So
I think you probably got 1 out of 10 or something really with that, which is a bit of a struggle, darling. But you know, you're doing well. We're getting there. You don't really need to know these things. But when you come to England, Newcastle, I think you're going to struggle when we're going to Greg's.
Huh?
There we go.
Yep.
See, when we go to Greg's, which is the pasty shop.
All right, so I've got a few.
Oh, God, how are then?
Huh?
Shut up. How are then?
Oh, God, what are you now? You're now in freaking Geordie mode, aren't you?
Come on then. That's what that means. Come on then, darling.
Thongs.
Yes, I actually know this one now. Flip-flops.
Yeah.
Thongs are flip-flops.
Obviously, thongs can also be used for...
the booty.
Yeah.
Or not the booty, because it's like a cheese string up the booty.
That's right. Esky?
Eskimo. No, it's a cold carrier, refrigerated carrier that you take out
all
with
these
your beers in.
You can be just like fire back with the descriptive. You don't have to put it into a sentence or whatever, but you can just... I think you'll get most of these anyway because you've been here for a while.
I know.
But yeah, esky is a cooler.
Yeah.
A way to put your cool drinks in your meats. Stubby.
Oh, I know what a stubby is because you've got about 7 million stubbies in the house. It's to keep your drink cold. You can.
Hold on, babe, but that's a stubby holder.
Oh!
Yeah, that was so good. Stubby holder is what the stubby goes in.
Oh, stubby's a beer. A can.
Stubby is a bottle.
Oh.
Is a beer bottle.
A beer bottle, not a can.
Not a can. Can's a can. Duh. Snag.
I know what snag is because we go to Bunnings on a Sunday and we get
favorite
onion
ritual.
Snag. So in Bunnings,
shout out Bunnings for the delightful sausage with.
Absolutely.
Do you want it with or without? We always get it with.
And that means with onions. And then what sauce do we have on?
Both.
American mustard.
Tomatoes.
Ketchup.
But
also
that's an American thing, ketchup. Anyway,
I just want to say, people don't know what Bunnings is in the UK. So Bunnings is basically the equivalent of B&Q. It's a hardware store. And every weekend they do charity hot dog sales and we always get hot dogs. You got 2 yesterday.
Yeah, one at the start and one at the finish. It was pure belter.
Well done.
Next one is Bottolo.
Bottle-O, yeah, I know that. It's an alcohol shop where you purchase alcohol because alcohol is sold separately to main supermarkets in Australia.
That's correct. A liquor store.
Yeah.
Servo.
Petrol station?
Yeah.
Yes! God, I'm doing good.
She'll be right. Oh, sorry. So I don't have just words. I have like a sort of
Sayings.
some saying or a short
Phrase.
Yeah.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward.
That one was
She'll
easy.
be right.
She'll be right.
Your kid fell over and scraped his knee and blood's pouring. She'll be right. Rub a bit of dust in it. Bit of dirt.
Sound like Ken.
Fair income.
Nincompoop? I don't know. What does that mean?
Well, I love getting inside your head sometimes. Making you say whatever pops in your head. Nincompoop. Yeah, fair income.
Fair income tax?
Nah, nothing to do with your income. So do you want me to put it in a sentence?
Yeah, go for it.
Someone says, I got my car up to 190 kilometres an hour down the back streets the other day. And the other fellow goes, fair income?
Really?
Yeah, as in like truthful
No way.
or authentic. So if you say something and then you follow it up with fair income.
No!
Like
I've never heard
I'm
that.
having a good time on this thing, this pod right now. Fair income. Like you'd say, yeah, fair income. That means, yeah, truthful, authentic.
Oh, so that's you say it as a statement. It's not a question. It's saying
Yeah,
I
it's
am
more-
authentic.
well, Yeah, it's more so like a question. The other person would ask fair income with a question, like to authenticate that it was true.
Oh, so when I go, really? That's the
Sorry,
same as
that's the
fair
only
income.
time we ever say it. Yeah, someone will say something, and then if you want to like double check it or authentic, you're like fair income, or you'll say something, and they'll go really, and I'll say dinkum.
So you answer with dinkum.
I can even shorten it. We love to abbreviate. We can even abbreviate the abbreviation and just change it to dinkum. If you're from the country, from the sticks, like where I'm from, central
Farmer.
Vic, a farmer, a cocky out in the country, they'll just shorten it and just say dinkum. Nah, dinkum. I seen Johnny out there with the cap. He was fencing the corner. Oh, shit, you should have seen him.
Dinkum.
Dinkum. They don't talk about it. Moving right along to the next one. You little ripper.
You beauty.
That's fantastic. That's a good thing. Or a good thing happened.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard yakka.
Talks a lot.
Yakka rides with yapper. Well, I think we all understand why Sydney thought that. Nah. Hard work.
Oh.
It's time to do a bit of hard yakka.
Hard graft. We say graft. Grafting.
Yeah, nah means no.
Ye nah.
Chucking a sickie.
So ye nah, we say ye
Yeah,
nah.
that's like
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You were going to say it's doing.
Yeah, nah just means no. Yeah, not here to fuck spiders.
Not here to mess around.
Yeah. Let's get on with it. Last one and my favourite, which describes you. Carry on like a pork chop. I think that's actually quite well known, is it?
No, I've never heard that.
Oh, carrying on like a pork chop.
Like a silly person.
Yeah, someone acting ridiculous.
Oh, I love a pork chop, you know.
I know, I do as well.
Oh, I just love it. You always cook all our meat on the barbecue, don't you?
Yeah,
It's the best.
we have to cook outside.
So, obviously, I announced, not that I'm a bloody celebrity, but I put you out on my socials and I had a shit ton of questions. So I thought we could go over some of the questions that I was given or asked by, the delightful followers that I have. A lot of them are now French. So people ask, where did we meet? We've obviously talked about that. Someone asked if we're living together.
Yes,
How long for?
hopefully ever.
Not how long do we project? I mean, how long have we lived together? So I got
10
back
days. Let's make this a rapid fire one.
No, we got back. So I got back from Bali because you came to visit me, didn't you? And I didn't tell anyone. And we had the best time ever, didn't we? We had so much fun. I was devastated when you left. And then that's when I knew I really liked you. And then when I came back, I was a bit back and forth with Airbnbs and staying with yours and doing bits. And then I just didn't know what I wanted to do because I wanted to go away again this year and go back to England and stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to then get a rental for 6 or 12 months when I didn't know how long I was going to be here for. And I wanted to kind of go around traveling. So I kind of was staying at yours, then Airbnb-ing it. And then now we made the decision, didn't we, consciously to move in together because I really didn't want us to slip into, she's just been living here like temporarily and now she's all of a sudden just here and she's taken over my home, which, yeah. I feel like that can happen if we don't make that actual decision together.
To be a bit conscious about it, yeah. I think we were being methodical and you wanted to Go out for a bit. Hey, get your Airbnb, like, you know.
With Dawn, my favourite
Yeah.
Dawn.
Yeah, with Dawny.
Yeah. Dawn, I met in a bar, didn't I, with you?
Yeah.
And she
With
is
Stephanie B.
delightful. She's got 2 older kids and she's got an Airbnb in the bottom of her house. And she just said that I could go and live with her. And I was like, get in. She made my dinners.
Roguest connection ever.
I loved it. We watched Married at First Sight. She's a pure businesswoman. She's absolutely phenomenal. And I stayed with her and we had the best time. And I was just like, I don't want to leave now. She had a sauna in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd text you from her 4-story of a mansion. Do you want to pop up for dinner? I've got fish on. You're like, what type of fish? She's like, barramundi. Can we pair it with, we'll even pair it with a little bit of Pinot Grigio there. What do you reckon, Sid? Oh, give me 5.
Yeah, but you texted me saying miss you. And then I was like, oh yeah, I really miss you. Shall I move back in? You were like, babe. And I liked how you said this. You worded it very well. I feel like you took time over this response because I said, should I just move back in? I'm just a bit sick after the first week. And you were like, no, let's do the whole month. You really wanted to have this time away. And I was like, yeah. I spoke to Kirsty, my phenomenal nail tech, and I've been friends with her for a couple of years now. And she was like, if you're going to be with each other forever, it doesn't matter having a month or 2 apart. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And she's like, you want to be able to make a decision when you're by yourself and when he's by himself. And I was like, yeah. And I spoke to my mum. She said the same. And then you wrote in your diary, Sweets moves in today.
Yep.
A month after I'd gone.
Yep.
And then here we are.
Here we are.
Someone said, he looks familiar. Is he famous?
Oh, and then you said, yes.
He used to play for AFL.
Used to be an elite athlete on Prime TV, Prime Channel, Prime Time.
Settle down.
And then I think a follow-up question was, has he got any Brownlow votes? How many games did he play? Wow. How long have you got, sweetheart? 22-1. The boys are going to be losing it at this. Sorry, yeah, I used to play footy as a youngster. That was my first job. So I played in the AFL for 4 years, then had an IT business for 8, and now doing my dream job, which is Wilka Eco Escapes, a luxury farm stay accommodation business, which we love.
What was challenging for Clayton interacting with your ADHD? Nothing, because he's so ADHD.
Nothing. Every day I was like, oh, it's exactly like me. I know what she's thinking. That's fine.
Should we tell them about Adelaide?
Like even now, you pushing not pushing your chairs in, and I'm like,
and the tables.
That's fine. And I asked you a million times, you're still not doing it yet.
All right, Mum.
What, Adelaide?
What happened in Adelaide?
About the card?
No, remember?
Oh,
so we went.
There was multiple things. What about the birthday card you got me?
Oh.
It was meant to be a birthday card. It was congratulations, you're a fucking dad. Everything was blue. Oh, I opened it up and I was a little bit hungover because I had the wedding. We went there for a wedding.
Yeah.
Pat and Jussie's wedding. And so I had that on the Friday. My birthday was a Saturday. He gave me the card in the morning. I'm hungover because I got home at like 2 a.m. And I'm hungover and you let me sleep in until 10. And
let you? What are you on about?
No,
you're going on like I'm strict?
No, as in like that's good because we normally get up and do shit in the morning.
Yeah, we
do. Seize the day, get the coffees and blah, blah. Anyway, give me this card and I open it up and everything. You had blue wrapping paper, blue ribbons, and then the card was blue and it said
No, I said remember you went straight inside the card as well. And I went, look at the front and it said best dad.
Oh, sorry, yeah. That's why you got confused. It didn't say it on the inside. It said best dad on the front.
In my defence, it
Shit
just
myself
said...
with my shakes and my hangoverousness in the morning. I was like, oh my God, she's telling me she's pregnant.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I literally must be about 4 days pregnant or something. Like, it's only been back for a few weeks.
That was that. But you're actually talking about where I left my suit on the plane, which is the 3rd time I've done that.
But can I just say... In my defence with that card, it said the best, and then it had indented father, so it wasn't in text; it was indented. And my typical ADHD had no time.
Too fast. You're moving too fast for it. You missed the fact that you missed the embossed part.
And you shit yourself because you thought I was saying I was pregnant to a boy, and I was like, how would I even know that 3 weeks pregnant? Oh God, it's so good. So anyway, we've got that up.
I was hungover.
But no, what the thing was that I was talking about was when we went to Adelaide, and the pair of us, we got onto the plane. You had your suit in a suit bag. You had your little suitcase. You put your little suitcase up in the thing, and I said, "Look,
overhead luggage."
Yeah, I said you're going to have to put your suit in the overhead luggage because it's not going to. It's not. We can't fit it on the seat when we're sat next to someone eating spring rolls, and he's a big lad, you
Yeah.
know? Like, we're not going to be able to fit
You're
in
talking about the actual guy.
Yeah.
Sweating furiously.
profusely.
Profusely.
Yeah, he was.
Furiously.
He was, wasn't he?
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
eating spring rolls at 7:30 in the morning, but that's by the
big
by.
ones too. Anyway.
But then we
I
got
left
off
it
the
up there.
plane, and the funny thing was I was videoing you getting off the plane. Neither of us noticed. I videoed you getting off, and I didn't even notice. And then the next day, you got up and you stood up, and you had a bit of happy time down there. And I said, "Oh, you could hang a shirt off, man."
And then I just went, I flicked around to try and find the shirt because I thought it'd be funny to hang a shirt off it. And then I think you're laughing at because you can picture my face.
God,
it must have just been stonewall. The moment it hit my head that I'm like, it's on the Boeing 787.
No, you went, I haven't got my suit. I said, where is it in the car? You went, no, on the plane. You just literally nosedived the bed.
I know. And then I got on the blower to Virgin straight away because the wedding was in a
3
bunch of hours. And we had to get to Adelaide. We're in the Barossa. We had a 40-minute trip. Had an hour and 20 both, return. And you were slightly
Cheesed off. We were going to go to a winery.
Annoyed. Like we're going to go to, so we had to skip the winery that morning because we're going to go to the winery before the. Yeah. So anyway,
It was
that's
so funny.
ADHD.
Yeah, and I remember you doing that, and then I didn't even get angry. I just said it's okay. We'll just call them and we'll go because that is just something I do all the time.
I think if that was previous relationships for me, that they would flip out because they just don't understand.
Yeah. So it's really nice that we kind of understand each other's brain. Have you ever dated anyone with ADHD or been in a relationship with anyone with ADHD before?
Nah.
It is pretty wild though, because we're both like, there's different things that we do that are different ADHD traits, but I do think that it's actually really helpful because we are a lot more understanding with each other. And when I'm like tidying the dishes up when you're still eating your dinner and I'm really in a panic about getting stuff done and being ready by a certain time or whatever, you're just like, that's okay, darling. That's okay, sweets.
Calming you down.
Yeah, calming me down. So it's really nice in that way. Oh, well, this one's a nice one. I was laughing at this. Is there a big age gap? And I was like, is that because I look young, super young? Or is that because you look old?
Definitely not the latter, is it?
There's not that big an age gap to start off with, but they can maybe guess our ages. That would be fun. Although I did ask someone to do it the other day and I was deeply offended because I've never been told I'm older than what I am. How did you manage to hide him for so long? It was hard, wasn't it?
How did you?
Well,
That's
remember,
that's a you answer.
we were doing lots of things together on stories. Like I was doing lots of things on stories. And I guess my subscribers that I post out to, they knew that I was in a relationship from ages ago. I'd even started saying stuff when I was in Bali, telling them about that you were coming out and stuff, which was really nice. And they were giving me loads of nice opinions. There was loads of girls on there, ladies, that were helping me with advice and stuff around you, which was nice. But I guess it was getting difficult because we do so much together that you would be like in the background making a noise, or once you were in the mirror of something when I was recording. And then I was like, this is too difficult. But I really wanted it to be like, I really wanted to just know that we were definitely in a relationship, even though we were, because we were living together. But I just didn't want to put you out there until I was like, not sure, but I just wanted to look after it for a bit and, like keep it under wraps. But it was challenging, and my socials have taken a hit because I wasn't posting anywhere near as much. But hopefully now, because it flows much easier and I can be my true authentic self, because I wanted to talk about stuff that we've done because we do so much together and I haven't been able to. Now I'm able to do that, which is really nice. So that's the answer to that question. Is Clayton's dad single? Asking for a friend.
Did you just make that up?
No, you wrote this in, darling.
Oh yeah, I did too.
He's not.
He's obviously not. No, he's with my mother. So that's the short answer.
Do you know what? A lot often.
But I mean, is that a joke?
Well, no.
It's obviously a joke from someone.
No, but people obviously find you attractive that they're hoping you have a dad, brother, anything like that because they were looking.
They want to go for the chromosomes.
They want to go for the chromosomes. Someone also asked us about where you grew up.
Where I grew up.
What your life was like as a kid.
Yeah, so I grew up in the outback outback Australia, where mum and dad still farm out there, and little Dale, my little brother, he's back there farming, yeah. So,
and you've got your sister and your older brother. They're everyone's like dispersed everywhere, aren't they?
They are. So, Carly's out in the country now as well, isn't she? She's a younger sister, and then Jason is the eldest. He's down the coast in Barwon Heads.
Lovely little spot by Don.
Barwon Heads.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Beautiful part of the world.
Absolutely lovely. One question that we can end on. And we talked about this over the weekend when we went out for dinner and went to see Joanne McNally.
Oh, Joanne McNally.
She was brilliant, wasn't she?
Fucking
Phenomenal.
hilarious.
She was, wasn't she?
Oh,
The best.
I haven't laughed that hard in ages.
Yeah, my mouth was hurting.
Like it went for, what did it go for, an hour and a half?
Hour and a half. She ran it over.
I remember 45 minutes in, I went, I have to take a fucking break. So I crossed my arms, my face, our jaws, our mouths. Yeah. And the jokes were still funny, but I couldn't keep laughing.
I know, it was really good.
It was fucking unreal.
But someone said where a lot of questions were, what can you see for yourselves over the next few years? You'd have a kid tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm quite.
What do they call it?
I'm quite clucky.
Clucky.
Yeah.
What does that mean again? Broody.
Oh, for you, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Broody.
Broody.
Yeah. Yes, hopefully we're just very happy, but you never know, do you? And I guess you've got to be happy within yourself to be able to find a partner that's good for you. And I posted something yesterday on my Instagram about the Sundays that I used to hate when I was single. And they're different now, but it took a long time for me to understand being happy within myself is important before you can meet someone that helps you happier, because they should be an addition, not a plaster.
You've got to be able to fill your own cup, don't you?
Mm-hmm. That's important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The other person, the ability to fill your own cup is very important.
Mm-hmm.
It prevents a lot of issues that might come up if oneself can
stabilize
themselves. Yeah, shit's always going to happen to you, right? You're always going to run into adversities and emotional things and tragedies and blah, blah, blah. Or just even you having a bad week, don't project that shit to your other person. Like, find a way, work it out. Go to ice baths, buy an ice bath, go for a long run. Whatever it is, listen to music, all the stuff that you were saying.
Watch golf. You watching the Masters last night? And I watched Married at First Sight, and it was belter.
And when I said I want to watch the golf, I want to watch the Masters, you went, perfect. I'll go upstairs and I'm going to watch maths. And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
Because you knew that I need to fill my cup that way, and you go fill your cup watching trash TV, and I'll watch wholesome golf.
I actually like golf, to be fair, but fair.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I get it.
Thank you for doing this, my darling.
Thanks, babe. Love you.
Love you. I love you.
I love you.
Much better.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.